Then they give an exorbitant fine, basically $500 million. And then they brag about it constantly while they're doing it. And then what happens? Well, either it gets if it gets appealed, it's still Trump has to put up the money and it harms him in the election cycle. And then here's the best part for them. Let's say it has to go to the Supreme Court. Well, that goes right in with their argument. See, we need to pack the court. See how corrupt the Supreme Court is? Oh, they left Trump off the hook for this. So it all goes hand in hand. They don't care. They don't care that it's shameless. In fact, the more ammunition they could give the Supreme Court to just toss it out, that'll be more evidence for them of the corruption of the Supreme Court. So going out there and bragging like this, it helps Letitia James' brand in all of these left-wing circles, and it further facilitates this narrative in the long run that, oh, if a court kicks it down, it's because they're corrupt. No one's above the law, and Donald Trump, just because he's a rich white man, he gets away with this. That'll be the narrative.
So I have this other clip here. This is also from the whatchamacallit? From the
Bradley's testimony.
Yeah, Bradley's testimony. Yeah, and this is pretty funny as well. Funny in a way that not funny as in, but it's funny because we're in clown world now. Wrong one. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Yeah, you would think I'm new at this.
You should saw me. But before we came live, my screen was black because I can't figure out how to have a camera on two screens. So
all right, so here's Nathan Wade. Not Nathan Wade, excuse me. This is the Barkley guy.
Bradley. I forget his first name.
Bradley, what was his last name?
I thought Bradley was his last name. I could be wrong.
Terrence Bradley. Terrence Bradley.
Yeah.
This is who this is. Okay, let's take a listen. We can react to it. I'll let you react.
We were communicating different details of the relationship between Miss Willis, Mr. Wade, to Mrs. Merchant. Did you lie to her about any of those details?
Objection, asked and answered twice.
I don't think he's answered it yet.
I don't recall ever whether any of it was a lie or not.
Well,
this time, so.
At the time you were communicating with Miss Merchant, you were communicating different details.
So basically, right, this is he just admitted to lying on the witness stand. I don't recall whether any of this was a lie or not.
It's surreal. I mean, never forget this, by the way.
We're allowed to talk about the different versions.
Yeah, so here's this other clip real quick, and then we'll react to both of these real quick. Go ahead.
And if just so we can be clear, if he said more than one version, that's all relevant. We're allowed to talk about the different versions that he's told.
All right, I've overruled the objections.
Do you remember telling me that it didn't surprise you that they took the trips that I found in the divorce file because they took many trips to Florida, Texas, California? And then you told me that they took the trip to California when she moved her daughter there because she failed out of FAMU. Do you remember that?
I don't recall that, but if I don't recall.
Okay. Judge, may I approach? It's in one of the ones I gave you. Look at that. Let me know if it refreshes your memory. Just first let me know if that refreshes your memory.
Bullets.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's true that you told me that they took many trips to Florida, correct?
Per that, yes, but one of the messages is cut off. And you asked about some other trips, and I said, no, I didn't, I think. And that was specific to, at the top of that, it says, no, I didn't.
Yes. Is it easier for you to refresh your memory with your own phone or with my printouts of screenshots?
Well, you have a printout, so
I know, but Judge,